Okay, this is the front door. Duh. Doorbell. Illuminated. Working. Sealed. Coming along. It's kind of hard to see here, but we actually do have weep holes. We do have weep holes. All the exterior receptacles are GFCI protected. We got brick and cut stone exterior. Moving along. You're not going to be able to see this. I saw it on the ladder. I probably should have pointed it out. But we got just a couple minor cracks in the mortar right up there. Just a couple little, and small cracks. We're going to have them. If this is a wood destroying insect report, and it's not, the house is too new for that kind of business, but wood mulch underneath, next to the house, underneath the drip line, is conducive by design. It's conducive by design. I got some at my house. We like it. We all like it. But what's wood mulch made out of? Dead wood. What are termites like? Dead wood. Where is this wood mulch? On the ground? Where are termites in the ground? So you're just asking for it. Just asking for it. Now, trees. I know this is a little crepe myrtle. Decorative. Ornamental. A kitten. Okay, trees should not be placed closer than 25 feet to slab foundation to make way for root growth. Is that going to get bigger? Uh-huh. That's going to turn into a big old nasty tomcat. I like crepe myrtles. Got a bunch of them around my house. I got trees too close to my house too. My house isn't for sale. We're not talking about my house. Trees shouldn't be that close. Some of our rain gutters are below grade and some of our rain gutters are above grade. My client was asking me about a French drain. Now in Texas, sometimes people's interpretations of French drain are different. It's anything that doesn't go into the sewer. Surface drains are sometimes called French drains. But we're on the lookout. Grading and drainage, it's going to be difficult to ascertain the grading and drainage because it's not complete between these units. We don't know. Right now we can see water standing, pooling. What are they called? There's another word for it. I think ponding, that was the word. Oh boy, I love to use those. But anyway, it was kind of it's too early to comment on that. Now, our light fenestrations are sealed. Oh, well, let's just go on. We're talking. Some of this stuff is going to be duplication. I get that. But then you remember it. Rain gutters are not supposed to terminate. Their butt ends are not supposed to terminate closer than 1 inch to the... And that's true. They did that. But we've also got kick-out flashing should have been installed up there. And I did the same thing with the roof video. I apologize. Can rainwater go in there? I bet it can. Okay, I get it. So we come along, and over this fenestration, the garage car entry, somewhere, this is called a lintel, this metal plate. And you can't see this, but we've got, there they are, they're hard. You got weep holes, and you're supposed to have those. But this plate, this lintel, is supposed to extend a minimum of 6 inches past the brick to take the support. It's taking the load of this whole thing here. Taking the load of the whole thing. 6 inches, that's what we're looking for. Alright, what does that look like? I don't know, that looks like to me like 4.5 inches. Oh, wow, must be over here. Must be over here. What does that look like? Is that your 6 inches? Is that your 6 inches? No! That's 5 inches. Huh. Somebody saved a whole foot when they cut that. Probably saved a foot there, probably saved a foot there, probably saved a foot there. By the time you get to the end, you got a whole free lintel. But they're supposed to extend 6 inches. That's what they're supposed to do. I didn't make that up. I didn't make that up. That's not me making stuff up. I'm a mockingbird. Okay, rain gutters, the splash box. I get it. It's laying over here. I know they want to put it back. We'll talk about some more. I'll try and help you. Well, actually, I am going to try and help you. This is how they're supposed to go. And that's really not. They're supposed to divert water 6 feet away from the house. And if you had a rain gutter downspout that went this far, people would be stepping on it, people would be tripping on it, and be damaged. It's going to be a little more expensive, but they offered to install them. See this one right here? It goes down, comes out here. That's not a French drain. That's for your downspout. That's for your rain gutter downspout. And I know nobody wants to do that. It's easier to put this little block over here, because it would be inconvenient for a rain gutter downspout to go this far. I get that. I understand. But it doesn't divert water far enough away. There is a way to fix it. Just saying. This is the bonding for the gas. I'm not sure about this with all that paint. We talked about the electric. Oh, we're going to talk about the electrical. We're going to talk about the air conditioning. Not a problem here. Not a problem here. All we got along the perimeter is a Porch coat. It's kind of like a cake frosting. Just because it's cracked doesn't mean your foundation's cracked. Just because it isn't cracked doesn't mean your foundation isn't cracked. It's separate, like a cake frosting. Another thing we did here is we put this little block behind the air conditioning pad, and that stabilizes the pad. And in itself, that's not a problem, unless you're talking about termites. Unless you're talking about termites, then now that's a conducive condition. You take that board out, and this is going to move. It's going to, be more prone to movement. This is called a control joint. Some people call them expansion joints. Call it what you will. When you have this much wall in North Texas, it's going to move. And just like we have these see those lines out there in the street? Okay, they know it's going to move too. So what we're trying to do is control the movement. And so that's why it's called a control joint. Some people call them expansion joints. Call it what you will, but that's a good thing. Now, about every year or so, this is a sealant. It gets dry, it gets hard, it shrinks. So this needs to be serviced every once in a while, because brick is porous. Brick is porous. That's why we have these weep holes. It's fireproof. Darn near maintenance proof if you don't have to repoint it or something. I mean, it's a good product, but we also know that it's porous in it and water goes through it. It does. That's why we want to look at the lawn sprinkler system really hard. So since water does get in it, you have these weep holes, and that allows vapor to escape. That allows vapor to escape. And water too. If you have an event, I've seen a couple of events. I hope you don't. If you have an event, it will leak water too. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. The attic, we just had an attic video. Okay. Well, these are the soffit vents, and that's why we do not have continuous soffit vent baffles in the attic. Mystery solved. Mystery solved. Because we only have, everywhere you have a baffle, a soffit, you should have a baffle. So we're good there. That's the fresh air induction for the air conditioning system, which I'm going to talk about on this and tell you how good it is and tell you about it and those kinds of things. I'm moving along here. Okay. You know what I hear? And it rained like crazy yesterday. It rained like crazy. Or it did at my house. I live like 25 miles south of here. I have friends in Galveston. They said it rained all day yesterday. So there's that. What builders like to say is if this doesn't dry within 48 hours, we consider that a problem. That's what our warranty company says. Who owns the warranty company? Oh, but it's a different company. Just because we got parent companies, it's still different. No. The water's supposed to drain. It's supposed to drain away. I'm about to put a level on this. I should have done it already. I apologize. I'm about to put a level on this. If this is a level, I'm going to call it out. You'll know when you read the report. There's the block again. Another control joint, expansion joint. Water coming along. More blocks. See this gas? That's nice. You can put a grill out here under the roof. Where's the smoke going to go? I don't know. Maybe it goes up. That's an air intake vent right there. So if you're out here frying bacon and fish, and that smell goes up there, you'll be a bacon fish person. read the grill's manufacturer's instructions. They may want you to put it out here in the yard, which is not exactly level. I would cook right here. Nobody's going to stop me from doing it, but that's not right. You shouldn't act like me. Okay? A lot of manufacturers do not like their grills installed underneath roofs. Just letting you know. We don't have a grill here, not a problem. It's just a gas port. It's just a gas port today. These windows are double pane vinyl frame. Of course, they're all new. It's new construction. Moving on along, these columns, these posts. All right. They should have, I can't tell because we have these bands wrapped around them. They're kind of like little baseboards. Just cut some material and slid it over there. I get it. But they should have stands. I can't tell. The stand holds it up off the ground, off the floor, so that water doesn't wick up inside the wood that's inside of here. If there is wood inside here. Is that wood? That's wood. Well, that's a good looking piece of wood. I wonder how they did that. Well, good looking's good looking. What else we got? These lintels extend 6 inches. Look at that. They can do that over your windows. Just for reference. Just for reference. See if this one's wrong. See if this is supposed to be 5 inches and they made it too long. Oh, look at that. Huh. Look at that. Wow. So maybe this is too long since one of them's wrong. Is the garage wrong or is this one wrong? We got water. And this will be lead free, I know. Tell me. Lead free. Oh, PVC. I haven't found, my client was asking me about this mythical French drain. This mythical French drain that my client was asking about. It just hasn't materialized yet. Well, the walls look fine. These need to be cleaned out. These weirs need to be cleaned up a little bit so they act like they're supposed to. There you go, there. Doing somebody else's work for them. That's me. Coming on along. Still, no French drain. This is where I took the water pressure earlier. You're going to see later. You're going to see later. It works. You're going to see it later. This is a pest control system. They can just spray it, and I don't know if they ruined it or not by putting all this paint on top of it. I want to ask your builder about that. Did you ruin the pest control thing? Let's see. This is nuts. Stop. Did the pest control thing get ruined because it's got paint all over it? That's my method. That's part of the reason why I do the videos. So you get to see my method, man. Okay. Well, just one more thing. I have abandonment issues. You're going to find out. You're going to see enough of these videos. What's wrong with this guy? Oh, man. He must drive his wife crazy. I do. She'll tell you. I'm looking for that something we were talking about from... and I don't know. I can't really see. I'm just holding my arm up. I'm talking about something that's from the roof covering video. That's 2 videos back.